ждет дальше. Поэтому о, ключ.
It's getting colder.
I remember this road when it looked better than this.
Ну, неудивительно. Из должного ухода одна слегка развалилась. Ой, интересно. О, тут, кстати, что-то можно... Что-то здесь выбрасывается. Да, допустим, газ. Мне кто-то объясните, как это делается. Так. Так, вот, значит, это типа... Так. Копится. Дальше передавать. Ну, с другой стороны. А, вот, да. Смотрите. Ладно, короче, пущай пока так стоит. Если чё, потом... Дорогу вообще недалеко от начала. Не объяснили толково. Я подозреваю, что мне тут тоже надо просто провести. Или пилоны поставить, кстати. Смотрите. Солнечко. Какая красота. Ты посмотри.
We have arrived.
Ничего себе пейзаж. Изо всех сил пытается бороться с ним.
These ruins were once Wuling's.
Основной, причем, я так полагаю.
No. Even now, they remain part of Wuling.
Аккуратнее выражение.
It is the weeping wound in every Wulinger's heart. The missing half torn from our side.
Свои же пошли.
Today, we shall retake that missing half of Wuling.
Ну не прям сегодня, допустим.
This position is too close to the very large rift. Some blight masses have changed a lot with time.
The blight miasma. The miasma covers almost the entirety of the zone. Even the Tianshi could not survive for long within it.
This is far more severe than what we saw at Yinglong Pass. We must figure out a way to overcome it.
This is why I'm here. Could you repeat the plan, Tianshi?
First, we'll need a sentry base. The Tianshi will raise our first Tianshi. Lady Si has cleared up the nearby miasma. The Yinglongs have verified a suitable location.
Follow me.
Since that incident 10 years ago, this is Wuling's largest operation in the zone.
Everyone looks really serious.
10 years of waiting. I know the pain that can bring. Let's go and see how we can help, Endman. The Tianshi seem to be ready.
This is really impressive.
Не, ну, конечно, захватывающий. Зажито. Ах ты ж ёж колосатый. Неожиданный подгон. Да, могу воткнуть колбу, закрепить, чтобы она была защитным источником.
It's done. The first step to retaking our homes. Endman, the Tianshi pillar array has been deployed successfully. The drones are operating well. They can monitor the zone from a safe. Arcane and her Yinglong special task force are scouting out the miasma. Hope things go well for them. Once the information report is done, we can officially verify our course of action. You're right. Memories did bring me here, but not for the sake of sentimentality. Endman, do you remember that crying girl? This is a day that the girl looked forward to. Countless times she imagined it, just so she could wipe her tears and move on. But when the day finally comes, she must once again weigh the lives of the many on the scales.
You're doing good enough already. And I thought you promised we'd do this side by side.
I suppose I did.
Tianzhuang, data compilation is complete. We've got miasma and clusters of blight shades along the road. And the worst thing is, we've picked up rift.
On countless occasions, the rifts block the Yinglongs, preventing them from getting deeper into the zone. However, things are now very different. Tell everyone that our operation starts here. Lethal Blight Miasma now blankets most of the North Wuling exclusion zone. The very large rift lies beyond that gorge. We need to cross it to achieve mission success. Arcane and the Yinglongs shall be our vanguards and sweep aside the obstacles of this operation.
The Endfield crisis team shall assist the Yinglongs. The Administrator and Shironite Nexus are the keys to this operation.
Yes. Based on the new data, we must take Tanjian Hall, Shironite Research Labs, and the Celestial Column. They're perfect positions for deploying our sentry base. There are miasma-emitting rifts along the way. You can use the Shironite Nexus to suppress them, and the Yinglong's facilities can help as well. Once the miasma dissipates, my Tianshi and I shall escort the Tianshi pillar to the front line and deploy a new sentry base. Our final step is to create a path to the very large rift. A bridge shall be built at the Shironite Research Labs to overcome the final obstacle. I hereby name this Operation Homecoming. The path ahead may challenge us, but it is the path that leads us home. Together, we shall seal the very large rift, so that every displaced Wulinger can rebuild their homes.
Папасно.
Home.
Let's go! We've been preparing for this very...
Yeah, we have the best support ever!
Endman, once again, I shall look to your guidance as you take the lead.
Полагаться на руководство беспамятного, ну, пока себе.
Are you ready?
Примерно как идти за слепым.
Thank you. However, now that you've said those words, you'll never find me distressed again.
Has Arkane called us yet? She's moving really slow today.
You sound worried about her.
Not being able to help makes me feel bad.
The Tianshi will focus on building the sentry base. Until Arkane returns, they might appreciate your help.
Sounds like a great idea. Alrighty, let's see what we can do.
Слишком энергичный ребенок. Чтобы
Let's
не
go,
тревожиться,
Steve,
нужно
we
себя
need help.
занять.
Stay vigilant. This operation is Emin? Oh, I suppose my boss sent you here. I don't know anyone. She never changes. Always thinking about others. Wish, no worries. Nothing much going on here. My watch guards will keep the perimeter safe. Oh, Emin, I think my boss might need your... Well, I guess you're already giving her a huge break by patrolling on her behalf. Just do what I'm expected to. Boss feels a lot safer with you around. Things will get serious.
Always ready for action.
With Team Endfield on our side, all's good on my side. Feel free to check the other places, Emin.
A cry? What happened?
Вот вы понимали. Я все-таки зря думаю, что кошки не будет здесь. Она таки тут. Так, ладно.
The location of our home that rested in our memories.
I'm so sorry, Supreme Chief. I didn't see your tail. It hurts like hell. Watch it, girl. We're barely there and you've messed up 10 times. The dark mask! What a coincidence. So, why are you here? Shh, keep it down. If the mad woman finds me here, she'll go crazy again. Anyway, heard that you were ending the very large rift for good. So I, the Supreme Chief of Chingwustaget, decided to help. Captivating, huh?
Уже удивились, как это тебя не видно нигде.
Enough. I'm not here to help the Wulingers. 10 years ago, that blighted gash really wrecked us. Qingbo stuck at his next stupid rift is why my stockade and Wuling City got into. So I, Chief Tang Tang, I'm gonna permakill this big stinger and return peace to the Stockade.
Permakill? How do you permakill a rift?
Apologies. I tried explaining things to her, but Chief's idea of a rift might be a little different from
Я
the
бы сказала,
actual
очень
one.
даже сильнее.
Chief also said, if Big Bro Rangi lived to see this day. Stop talking. Anyway, I won't cause the mad woman any trouble. You have my word. Hey, why don't you talk to the hot...
Got it. Thank you,
Why thank me? It's what I do. Don't forget that I'm...
Say, do you think Mifu knew that Tang Tang...
She probably noticed, but chose not to say anything about it.
I don't get it. Anyway, let's see what Uncle Pan is worried about.
Look at your signboard and the countertop. I could hardly recognize it.
What is this place?
Oh, Admin, you're here. A small eatery. Food was just okay, but their osmanthus brew was magical. The aroma took me in, and I got to that was the start of a 10-year friendship.
Is Old Sen...
Ocean spent his entire life running the eatery. I visited this place daily when I was young. A cask of coal and 2 appetizers were enough to brag and boast hours away. I used to tell everyone that I, Pan Yuan, would be the one to end the rift. People in the store would just laugh and ask if I was going to hack it to pieces. Only that old Sin didn't laugh. He even said that if I pull it off, he'd open a special vintage to celebrate. He knew I had a thirst for coal. Well, I'm here. The eatery and coal are here too. But Ocean, you're really missing the show. And I made a promise to my old friend that we'd seal the rift. This cask is the only thing I found in his plate. I guess I was just blowing up.
No one can seal the very large rift alone. But you should pay your debts to Old Sen, since you owe him.
Very well said. Gotta settle the business myself. All this waiting made me a lazy bum. That's it. Yeah, you ugly rift. 10 blinded years. 10. Your old man Japan is gonna end you.
Isn't that Li Zhuyan and Li Feng?
Impossible.
But I can follow Captain Me around.
For anything zone-related, the watchguards will follow the Yinglong's command.
What happened?
Nothing. I might have overstepped my boundaries. Can't blame Task Leader Arcane for that.
The boy wants to find his parents' belongings.
Yeah.
Say, you two actually know each other?
Wuling was short on resources back then. The only medical facility was an emergency clinic. The surviving children know each other pretty well.
That's why I'm asking. Everyone's contributing while I've been made to wait. I can't even get my parents.
It's all right. Once Chen Shuang's plans are completed, you'll get to return to the zone.
Chen is right. For now, maybe it's best you stay at the sentry base and help out.
I understand, but... apologies. I got ahead of myself. I'll head back and help.
Do you still remember what this area used to be?
This area? Sorry. My memories are fuzzy.
I remember. There was a bun shop that children loved. Across from it was a courtyard where the grown-ups played mahjong. If you accidentally kicked a ball into the courtyard, they'd cuss you out till your ears rang. Visit them again the next day, and they'd give you a bag of sweets.
That does ring a bell.
You were the youngest, and the most terribly injured. They thought you'd never make it. But you did it, and you're living life to the fullest. Your achievements are no less than mine.
So, you and the admin will succeed, right?
When we do, everyone who witnessed the tragedy will be allowed to return and find the things they had lost.
Ну, это вряд ли. Если только обломки того, что потеряли.
Arcane, while you weren't around, Xianshu Zhuang...
I know. The Yinglongs have identified a path to enter the heart. Miasma concentration is way higher. The ruins are sinking, and the geography...
Light shades?
Yes. As the very large rift becomes more active, Blightshade manifestations become increasingly abnormal.
So that's why you turned down Li Feng. You were worried that he might face blight shades of his
He was too young. The disaster gave him only sorrow, instead of hate and denial. One cannot simply fight the Blight or Blightshades with blunt force or violence. We also need a path. Furthermore, we're uncertain about how the zone may have changed.
Things we should keep in mind. Endman, I believe this calls for more...
We should press forward and be watchful of the surroundings. I passed through here before. There were fewer anomalies back then.
Is it because of what Nephrith did to the very large rift?
Very likely. Stay alert.
Такие зеленые. Так, ладно, я вырвал. Что это такое?
Arcane! Your wounds still haven't healed.
Good.
Why do you insist on pushing yourself?
I said, I'm all right. A short break is all I need.
Всех сторон разрушить. Сиди, отдыхай. Ну как-нибудь сами методы, как обычно. Найдем, все найдем. Ничего не найдем, ладно. Застрять здесь, просто понимаешь, что ты как веришься, пока себе. О! Вернется. Да. Вот это немножко вылезет. Не совсем понятно, зачем это сделать. А, я так понимаю, чтобы обойти эту штуку, ну-ка так спустимся. Проверить. А, не, можно так. Извините. Через... Понятно. Ладно. Вот почему мы пошли.
A Tianshi pillar. How long?
8 years ago, instructors Shore and Jewel were the first to arrive here. It was our first survey after the... Surveyors after them treated the pillar as a marker and called it the boundary. It is the starting point of most missions and the final refuge for many Yinglongs. Every Yinglong knows that beyond this point lies a land that eats people alive. It has witnessed the life and death of numerous Yinglongs. And it shall see how it all ends. Send them on their way.
On it!
Ready to support. Not on my watch.
Too weak!
You can't escape gravity! Yeah!
Now we'll need to deal with these obstacles.
Can't you just blast them apart with your weapons?
The local area feels structurally unsound. I advise against them.
So what now?
Arcane, have you reached the boundary?
Yes, a collapsed facility is
That is consistent with our visual intel. Yenning is arriving at your location.
I finally caught up.
Parts for the Aero Salvager. The plan is back on schedule.
Yeah, Fang Yi told me Supervisor Perlica requested these. They can be used if the ambient miasma makes drones inoperable.
And they came at a time.
So let's get this problem sorted out ASAP. Crossing the boundary is when the real
Crafting? The Aero Salvager requires gas.
Использовать газ, чтобы делать банк для хранения газа. Ладно.
All set. So, craft the salvage.
Time to move the obstacles aside.
The Salvager must be activated. This step is mandatory.
An experienced hunter can read the winds and use it to predict the weather.
We can now press forward. But can the Tianshu pillar fit through this trail?
Once the miasma dissipates, the main force can use machinery to clear a path.
Instructors, my dear seniors, this may be the last time. This will no longer be the final resting place of the Yinglongs.
If the boundary is the starting point of many missions, you must have been here many times.
Yes. After every mission, the list of names to remember only grows longer. My name should have been on it a long time.
Why are you thinking like that?
Since the day I was saved, I felt as though I never really left the zone.
You're like Li Feng.
I was the only one who survived the depths. One after another. Many people carried me like a torch, till I was safely outside. They gave me their miasma protection device. When one fell, another took over. They trudged through the collapsing gorge, Tanjian Hall, and finally arrived here. This isn't just the starting point of my survival. I've chosen it as my resting place. As for the other tasks, Tianzhuang and her group...
Who's that?
What happened?
Nothing. There are residual blight shades. Summit will handle them. Endman. Like other blight phenomena, the miasma can also interfere with communications. I am the only one with actual field experience fighting the miasma. Should anything happen, my first order is to keep you safe. Hope you remember, as long as you and the Seuronite Nexus survive, there is hope for all of this.
Are you planning to handle this like how you did with Ardashir? At a resting place of your choosing?
To keep you safe. And when necessary.
I understand.
Good. The operation shall continue.
Я не очень
Let's
понял
go.
словесный пассаж. Что